Splitting a file, very, very handy. Let me run a two-way between Group Anova first. Analyze, general linear model, univariate. The DV is the number of recruits. The first IV is charisma with low, medium, and high groups. Integrity is the second IV, same thing, low, medium, and high. So what am I going to do here? Let's make sure the options are checked. Yep. Everything else looks okay. So here's the output. And I just want to show you this for the splitting the file reason, because you have an interaction here between one of the levels of charisma and one of the levels of integrity. It is significant. So you don't know who's who. So what I do is I do the split file. It's not 100% correct because you're not going to be dividing by the proper error term, but I've always found that the difference is always minimal. And if it's significant here, it will be significant with the split files way. So remember that when you have a significant interaction, you don't know who is making the change. Is it somebody from the charisma or somebody from the integrity, one of those different levels? So that's why we split a file. So let's just split the file. We're going to go to data, and you can't see it down here, but it's on split file. Let me try to pull this up for you. Data, and there it is right there. Split the file. And I'm going to split this across the charisma groups. So what we'll get is we'll get a separate ANOVA for the low charisma, a separate ANOVA for the medium charisma, and a third separate ANOVA for the high charisma. So that'll tell you if it's one of the levels of charisma that is making the significant changes. So now we just hit split. Very important, when you split a file, you got to unsplit the file. Don't forget that. So now we're going to rerun our ANOVA. And we really don't need charisma in there because the software already knows. And it's going to click OK. So the output now is broken into three separate groups, low, medium, and high charisma. So I'm just going to go down here to the money box, the between groups. So there's low charisma. There is a significant difference based on low charisma. There is on medium charisma, but look, there is not on high charisma. So this is a simple effect. Simple effect, strictly we're only using the integrities as the groups, but only those that have been marked with low charisma. This is a simple effect. This is a simple effect. This is a simple effect. So this is kind of interesting because low and medium charismas do show a significant difference in the number of recruits, but not the high charismas. Maybe they're just trying too hard. But that's how you split a file. MGZ, out.